Hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome to 8-Bit Armies, the RTS series. I really didn't plan on covering this game at all. In fact, I'm not going to lie, I didn't even know it existed. I was just checking the deals tab like I do pretty much every day. There's fresh deals today. And this game caught my eye, and I'm glad it did because I'm a huge fan of Command&Conquer, and this is basically 8-bit Command&Conquer. So I'm going to load up the first couple of levels and we're going to run through them, and I'm just going to give you my opinions on it and why I think you should pick it up while it's on sale. Okay, so on the campaign there's two factions. There's two separate campaigns for each faction with a decent amount of missions. I think there's 25 on each, which is pretty good. 3 difficulty levels, and the objectives are tied to the difficulty levels, so you can only do all 3 objectives if you're playing on the hardest. It starts out really basic. Just like any other RTS, you get your main hub base, and you can build like a barracks for your troops, like a refinery to collect money, a vehicle depot to build tanks and, vehicles. I have seen some gameplay, and you can build, helicopters, troop transports, planes. It's got all of it, which is pretty nice. As I said, this game is on sale. I picked it up for £2.67, I think it was. It's 90% off. It's usually around £27, which usually I'd pay that for this. But the reason that I think it's kind of a rip-off is that you don't get the 3 expansions all in the game. And this came out on PC first. And they've also put this onto the Xbox with 1 achievement list for 1,000. So it's not like they brought out the base game and it was a full game with 1,000 gamer score, and then a little bit later they added a DLC pack that added gamer score. They split the game up into 3 and then sold it in 3 parts, all at £27 each. But it's all the same 1,000 gamer score list. Now that really doesn't sit well with me. The game is really good. I'm enjoying it, and I do recommend picking up the one that's on sale, the 8-bit Armies part of the game. But at £27 for each of the other ones, that is just crazy expensive. You do get 2 campaigns and 2 factions with each one. I wouldn't mind paying just, £30, £40 and getting all of the content. But I mean, if this wasn't on sale, you're talking nearly £90 for just this game, which is insane. That's like 2 brand new games almost, 2 full AAA brand new games, which is just insane. Anyway, enough about the price. I just had to get that out of the way. Don't get me wrong, I do still recommend picking up the base game for £2.67 on sale. And if you like it, you can obviously decide whether to buy the DLC. I probably will buy it at some point just because I like getting all the achievements, but it seems steep for what it is so far. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's enough content to justify it, but as it stands, I don't think I'm going to be, not too happy about spending all that money, to be fair. Anyway, more about the game. So, as I said, you build a barracks. On this first mission, you only have access to a barracks, at the start anyway. So I've just built a load of troops, and I'm just going to go straight to the enemy base, see how hard it is, and just try and take them out. So there's no bonus objectives active in this because I'm playing on the easiest difficulty first, just to see what's going on. And I think we're going to wipe this base out pretty quick. So after, I'm going to play on the hardest difficulty and see how that kind of stacks up, and see if we can get a gold medal and 3 stars on that. Oh, and one more thing, just about the price, while I'm wiping this base out. I've just realised, looking into this game, that the games on PC were £10. So, I think this came out in 2016. And they were £10 for each one, so the 8-bit Armies was £10, the Alien Invasion one was £10, and the 8-bit Hordes was £10, so it was £30 all in, which, that great. I would have bought the whole thing right now. I'd have bought them all today, and I'd have been happy, but I don't know why they've they've basically tripled the price of the game just to put it onto Xbox, and I really don't understand why. I'm a fan of this type of game, and until today I'd never heard of this, and the price is probably a reason why no one's talking about it, because no one's bought it, which is a shame, because the game is good. If you like RTS games, especially the early Command&Conquers like Red Alert, like I do, it's one of my favourite games ever. This, you're gonna love this. It's the same. It's basically the same as Command&Conquer, but in cartoon 8-bit style, which is, you know, I love it. It's just the price holding it back. But I do stand by what I said. I do recommend it on sale, and I probably will pick up the DLC at a later date. Hopefully it goes on sale. But that annoyed me even more, the fact that it came out on PC and it was a third of the price. That's just crazy. So we finished the first mission there. Done the objective. I'm either going to run through that one again on hard, or I might try the next one. And that one's 15 minutes. Now I think we'll stick to the second level, and we'll try it again on the harder difficulty, and see if we can get these bonus objectives. So now I've got the rant about the price out of the way, I will talk about the game a little bit more in this one. So when you start up, you want to put your refinery down, and they basically collect money from these oil rig things. Not oil rig, these oil drills, those oil areas. There's also, you'll see on the map, $signs with these little boxes here. You can send troops and you'll either get money or you'll get like backup troops for free. So what I like to do is just send out some troops straight away to go pick up some of them, to get some money in and some extra troops going. And yeah, let's see how hard the hard difficulty really is. I'm gonna get a little army going, and I think one of the objectives is do this in 5 minutes or less, so I don't want to be hanging around. I'm gonna send these troops in to gather some resources and hopefully some extra reinforcements, and just keep building up my base, and try and rush the base before they get set up properly. So I'm just building a tank depot now. It's called a motor pool on this game. I think on Command&Conquer it's called the factory, the war factory. It's where you get your vehicles, your tanks and your armoured cars and things like that. Just going to set a couple of those building. The thing I do like about this game is you'll see on the units it's got X, Y and B. Now what you do is when you click X, Y or B on that unit, it'll assign it to a group automatically. So if you build, you'll see these troops here have been built with X. So if I do 5 tanks with X, when I press X, it'll group everyone together and it'll select those soldiers. And then you can split them into B, so you could have B for tanks, X for troops, and then Y for something else. Or you could have like a couple of tanks and a couple of troops on each one, so that you can quickly hotkey them, you know, use them as hotkeys and just arrange them where you need on the battlefield, which I thought was quite nice. It's quite a good little mechanic they've got there. Good idea. So you can see here I'm just trying to rally my troops up. I don't want to go in too early and get wiped out. I don't know. Oh, here we go. So obviously this didn't happen on the easy difficulty. They're pushing me already. They're attacking me and I'm not even at the base yet. Which is good. I mean, the easy difficulty was far too easy. This seems like it's going to be a bit more of a challenge. Doesn't seem too bad, but we're not at the base yet, who knows. Just going to keep building my troops up. And yeah, like I've said, this game is fun so far. I'm having a blast. It's been a while since I played an RTS like this. Played Halo Wars 2 and Halo Wars Definitive Edition. Just recently got 100%, 1,500 gamer score off Halo Wars Definitive Edition, and then went on to Halo Wars 2. Got a bit burnt out on Halo recently. I've been playing it a lot, and This is just a nice chill version really. It's a lot more relaxed, a lot more like Command&Conquer, which is more my thing. So what we got here, they've got some turrets this time. You can see that their health bars are going down a lot slower, and they're also trying to repair their base at the same time. They've also managed to build a lot more stuff in the short amount of time. So one of the objectives is to destroy all the buildings. So before I take out their main base, I need to destroy all the outer buildings, because I played a mission before, the mission I played before I started recording, and when you destroy the main base, it finishes the level. So I think you've got to take out everything else and then the main base, so that's going to be quite difficult. The health bars are quite big. We'll see how we go anyway. We'll just see what's happening. I'm just going to keep sending troops in. I probably should have built up a little bit more of a big army to begin with, but we are on a timer, so it's probably a fine line between building up enough troops and actually getting there quick enough. This is only my first try on the hard difficulty. I just wanted to see what it was like. So yeah, they're really building. You know, once I take out a building, they're just putting another one straight up. I think I'm going to keep trying to destroy the buildings until I fail the objective. Oh, I failed the objective. Right, so now I'm just going to take out the main base, I think now, and see what happens. I'm curious to see if I take out the main base, it ends the level or not. That did happen on the first level I played, but I can't remember if it was the only building left. I don't think it was, but let's see. If I can destroy this main base here and the level keeps going, I'm going to try this again, and I'm just going to rush their main base, destroy their main base so they can't keep building more buildings, and I would have done it. I would have wiped them out by now. So hopefully that works. It should do. Yeah, it has. Okay, so that's a lot more easier then. So I'm gonna try this again off camera, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the same thing, but take out their main building first to stop them building more little ones, and just wipe them out. So the hard difficulty is not too bad. Oh, the turrets have come back on because I've destroyed their buildings. Their power's gone back up because they're only powering those now. So watch out for that. But yeah, as this gameplay comes to an end, just the last word about this. Probably going to put up a couple of more videos of this. It's what I'm going to be playing over the next few days, I imagine. I think it's on sale for around 9 or 10 days from now. It's £2.67 in the UK. It's about $3. And it's a deal with gold, so you do have to have Game Pass Ultimate or be a gold subscriber, which I'm sure most of you are. And I would recommend it, even though the DLC is ridiculously overpriced. The game's good, you know. It's a solid little RTS. If you're into your RTS games and you're looking for something to play, £2.60, can't go wrong. Couldn't recommend it enough. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Drop me a like if you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more content. I'm really starting to put out just loads of different videos now. I'm doing all sorts of different games. I've got achievement guides, I've got Grounded going on. I'm trying to do another Game Pass Gamerscore game, which is where I basically look at Game Pass and try and get you a quick 1000 Gamerscore completion on there. The reason I'm kind of holding off is because all the games that are on there, people have already done videos on, and I don't just want to copy people's videos, especially when the guides are so good that they've done. I'm not just going to copy their guide for the sake of a video, so I'm waiting for something new. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.